That's why I'm saying it is not true.
So that what you just said is also a lie, because let me tell you.
What's a lie?
That's what I want to tell you.
Okay, go ahead.
What you just said is a lie because you gave a one-sided report of those who hold the position that it is a genocide. But you have failed to mention that Reuters, BBC, Sky News, CNN, Wall Street Journal, Washington Post, I have mentioned their names, 6 of them, have done their fact check and came to the conclusion that there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria.
I think you and I are mixing the points. That is their position. Listen,
the one you give, is it not the position of others? Is it not the position of others?
This is the lived-in reality of the people we've had on this show.
You are mixing. You are the one mixing. Somebody came and told you his position, right? And I gave you a counter position.
That is your position. I don't think
the one you gave, is it your own?
That is not the
one you told me, is it your own?
It's not my. I'm quoting what the people who have the lived-in experience to say. Listen, Mr. Bwala, just a moment. The government or Washington Post, whoever, can characterize it the way they want, and is within their right to.
And the people you're quoting should not have characterized it. They should have said, let me tell you the premise. Let me tell you, brother. I'm just putting their position to you. But let me tell you, let me submit to you with the greatest respect why journalists are not helping in solving problems. Can you deny the fact that there are Muslims that are killed?
No, that's a fact.
Can you deny that there are people who have not identified as Christians or Muslims that are also killed?
That's a fact.
So when you have a fact that Christians are killed, Muslims are killed, those who have not identified with a religion are killed, will that qualify as a genocide?
Because the argument of the Christian people who are making this allegation is that it's been promoted by Islamic jihadists. I hope you get the distinction.
So the argument also of the individual I mentioned to you, who are in a position to know what is genocide or not, came to the conclusion that there is no Christian genocide, but there is a killing
There's
of
no
all.
exclusive preserve in terms of knowledge of what a genocide is. It's a common sense. It's not a common sense. It's not a number. It's not a
common sense. Sorry, my brother. It's not a common sense.
It's not about, I think we mix this genocide argument because sometimes if we don't identify all the problem, we'll not address it correctly. If we deny the issue.
You know what you should have been saying?
Just hold on.
You should have been saying there are Christian communities who are complaining that they are being killed. I will not deny it. Government has not denied it. I'm coming and me to allow me to learn. I allowed you. If you say there are pastors, communities that are complaining that their people are being killed, I'll be the last person to deny that. We accept that. When you say there is a Christian genocide, what is genocide?
Those are their words. I'm quoting to you.
So I'm talking. Then the counter words.
Genocide. If you look at the UN Convention, Article 2 of that, it doesn't talk about scale. So even if it's 1 million, it talks about intent. You're a lawyer, so you're in a better position.
By who? By whom?
United Nations.
No, I'm saying intent by whom?
Intent by those who perpetrate what is considered to be genocide.
Okay, so let me tell you again. Has there been genocide of Muslims?
I wouldn't know that.
How would you get your bias in your mind?
No, I wouldn't know that
because I now tell him, as an intellectual, I'm telling you, there is a fact.
Please hold on.
There is a fact. There is a fact, undeniable fact, that also states that there are also Muslims that are killed. You admit it. I told you there's a fact. I'm coming now.
My premise is that the Christians are saying it is promoted by Islamic jihadists. That's the premise you're missing. Anyway, so that my colleagues can come in.
In wrapping up the argument, I'm more concerned about whether the federal government is in control of the situation or not. But in wrapping up the argument about whether or not there is a genocide as regards
no, it has been established. There's no genocide.
Of intention. Do you deny that Nigeria has an extremism problem? Yes. There's a country that is supposed to be secular.
I don't deny that.
But Sharia is deeply ingrained in our laws, and if indeed Muslims are being killed, perhaps that is circumstantial, but there is a real problem. It is not circumstantial, it was deliberate. There is a real problem where Christians are being targeted.
So here is the answer to this, and I will say it slowly so you can understand. In all the places where the Muslims were killed, it was not circumstantial. In fact, the data suggests that there are more Muslims that are killed because these killings have been taking place in the northern Nigeria. In Borno State, where I come from, the killings, more in number are the casualties are Muslim. You can go to all the northern states.
Right.
And now, as a government, we don't want to say Christians, Muslims. We just feel there is a problem and we're solving. So when people come with this narrow thinking of Christian genocide, Muslim genocide, they take up the real issue, which is the responsibility of government to fight. That issue, I told you, has been dealt with. Because those who were pushing it in Nigeria, they were hoping that they would get global community to come into that narrative. And we've been able to prove that the global community said that there is no Christian genocide. Well, now the United States government that you talked about that they are calling on, we are on table with them. We have passed that stage. We are finding solutions. We are discussing deeper things on how we can find solutions.